legends, today we are going to be talking about Conor McGregor. I know, aren't you sick of talking about Conor McGregor non-stop for the last 2 days? Listen, we're not going to be talking about Conor McGregor's new weightlifting strategy, okay? We're not going to be talking about his big one-eyed bicep. No, we're going to be talking about Conor McGregor and drugs. Yeah, no, I know. We've also been talking about Conor McGregor and drugs over the last couple of days. What else would have forced him to send that photo out? But no, I specifically mean Conor McGregor has officially re-entered the USADA drug testing pool to see if he is on any substances related to competing in combat sports. I don't know if they're going to count cocaine. I don't know if they're going to... I'm just going to turn the monetization for this video off. I'm just going to turn it straight off. We're not talking about Conor McGregor's cock today. We're talking about whether or not Conor McGregor is still taking steroids. There, now we can get straight into it. Jesus Christ, what a week it has been. But the question is, is cocaine considered a stimulant when it comes to competing in cage fighting? I'm not sure if you're allowed to pop for cocaine. I don't know how Conor McGregor is going to manage his current lifestyle and manage being a current athlete, but it has been confirmed by USADA. USADA confirms that Conor McGregor has re-entered the testing pool as he prepares for the UFC return. Conor McGregor wants to do everything that he can to get himself on that White House card. It is going to be Dana has already started selling the White House card. John Jones and Tom Aspinall is old news to Dana White. Dana White is now 100% convinced that the White House card is going to be the Sphere on steroids, very much like Conor McGregor. I don't know how the White House can be the Sphere on steroids. The Sphere was a visual experience. The White House card is going to have to be a UFC 300 sort of experience. It's going to be the fights that are going to carry it. I mean, the fact that the White House is in the background is only going to be so interesting for so long, where the Sphere was constantly changing, but that's neither here nor there. Not only has Conor McGregor and USADA confirmed that he's re-entered the testing pool, but so has Conor McGregor's partner in crime, David Feldman, the BKFC's president. He has said that Conor announced to him that he'd re-entered the testing pool when they had their little night of champions over at the BKFC the other night. Let's have a little listen.
In shape and fight, and he told me in person, he whispered in my ear, he said, I'm in the testing pool. He said, I'm getting ready to make my comeback. I'm going to fight on that big card, and then I'm gonna have another fight, and then we can talk.
Oh, wow.
Interesting. Now, this is the reason I played this is because this gives us a little bit of information, right? We have all been going off the assumption that Conor McGregor must have a sunset clause in his contract and that it would be expiring towards the end of 2025, early 2026. Now, why do we believe that? Because Conor McGregor signed his new contract when he did the Donald Cerrone fight, and it was around that period that people were getting sunset clauses put into their UFC contracts because the UFC was being sued under the class action lawsuit that's happening right now. However, there has always been this, well, does Conor McGregor have a special, unique contract? Because Conor McGregor is a very special athlete. They change the rules a little bit for their very special athletes, and Conor gets paid way more than every other UFC athlete ever, even when they did offer Francis Ngannou and John Jones $8 million for their super fight. Conor gets way more than that for his fight. So I'm not surprised to hear this little bit of information, which does suggest that there might not be a sunset clause in Conor McGregor's contract. Why? Because the White House fight is going to happen in the dead center of next year, not early 2026. And then Conor tells David Feldman, I'll do my next fight after that. So it does seem like the 2 fights left on their contract are open-ended. He does have to get through those 2 fights. Conor is now in the testing pool looking to get those 2 fights knocked over. But the real question is Conor McGregor off the sauce? Because we know Conor McGregor has been juicing. Well, luckily we have some photos of Conor McGregor of recently, and we can see in these recent photos... This is for science. We can see in these recent photos here that Conor McGregor is looking a lot trimmer than he used to look like, because it wasn't that long ago that we saw Conor McGregor all jacked up. You know, Conor McGregor in Roadhouse. This is when he was on his peak. I need to take steroids to get the photos that are on my screen right now. This is Conor McGregor when he was in Roadhouse, right? And this is the Conor McGregor when he's on his peak. I need to take steroids so that I can get... so I can get over my broken leg. He achieved this physique so that he could get over his broken leg. But Conor McGregor has obviously stopped using human growth hormone because, as you can see, his shoulders and his biceps have clearly slimmed down. So Conor's definitely started to get off the juice, and he's not quite rocking the same physique, which is probably why, he's started a new weightlifting regime, because he's missing his old weightlifting regime when he was on steroids. Now he needs something else to boost his confidence under his new weightlifting regime. Oh, God, so there you go. Anyway, listen, while we're here, right, USADA's been confirmed by, Conor in the testing pool has been confirmed by USADA and by his business partner, David Feldman of the BKFC. I just wanted to transition to this. This is a good little segue. This is something very interesting. Listen, a lot of MMA YouTube content creators bitch and moan about just how bad the UFC has been this year. And rather than offering up any other solutions, they just whinge about it. Well, something that I really do get behind is try and provide solutions. And if you are an old school UFC fan that doesn't feel that passion that you used to feel, this company right here is what you have been looking for. They are psychos over at the BKFC. Their pay-per-views are super affordable, and if you do not want to pay for the pay-per-views, just go on Tapology, see when the next fight night card is, and then go to the same website we all use, the ones that they are sent from the east, the websites that Khabib uses. If you watch UFC pay-per-views and don't pay for them, you know the websites. Go to those websites and watch the BKFC because it is phenomenal, and their prelims are for free on YouTube. You can just go and watch the last pay-per-views prelims for free. The reason I'm bringing all of this up is because next year, these psychos are doing this. This, on this side, Dougie. They're doing this. The world's baddest $25 million open weight tournament. Now, they're not going to have flyweights going in there, but they are essentially going to be having the middleweights going in there. They're doing it from 180 pounds all the way up to 270 pounds. Bare knuckle open weight tournament. I just want you to close your eyes and picture this for a moment. Just for one moment, right? Sergey Pavlovich versus Israel Adesanya, bare knuckle boxing fight. These are the kind of fights that they're setting up on this open weight tournament, which means there is a chance that we could see someone the size and strength, or maybe even Mike Perry themselves, in there against someone like Big Ben Rothwell, former UFC top 5 contender. Who can forget big old Ben Rothwell, the Dark Lord himself? This is going to be an insane tournament next year, and I'm loving everything that the BKFC is bringing to the combat sports world, because quite frankly, you've got Ryzen, which is on at weird times because it's in the Japanese time zone. All the commentary's in Japanese. It's very hard to follow along. You've got One Championship, which is going absolutely fucking nowhere. I love One Championship, but it's leading to absolute bankruptcy. You've got LFA and Cage Warriors and Eternal. They're just feeder organizations for the UFC. And then in the MMA world, you've got watered down shit MMA at the PFL, which is just boring as fuck. The MMA, the combat sports world needs something fun, and I have been looking at the BKFC all year long, and it has been nothing but fun. So while we have MMA fans here on a Conor McGregor video and you're still just letting this video play, check out the BKFC. It's phenomenal, and next year's the world's baddest man tournament is going to be fucking insane. Insane. Imagine a Dricus du Plessis versus Cyril, the kinds of sizes of these human beings coming together in the B. And if you just search BKFC highlights after this video, you will understand what an insane idea this is. Someone could legitimately die. It's happened in the BKFC before, rest in peace, but that's how psycho this idea is. Is it going to happen? I don't know. Is the BKFC going to have any money left after this? Probably not. I doubt they have $25 million in the bank now as it is. I doubt they've turned a $25 million profit this year. Insane idea from an insane company that's trying insane things, and I love it. There we go. That's the video for today. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If this is your first time here, g'day and welcome. My name is Dougie, and I try and make an MMA video every single day of the week. Can we please stop talking about Conor McGregor's cock this week? That would be great. Thank you very much, MMA community. Let us move on. If you enjoyed this video, let me know about it down there in the comments. What do you think about Conor McGregor coming back? Do you think after all this scandals that's happened over the last week, Conor will be back on the White House card? Do the UFC still want to associate their brand with someone like him? Who do you think would win a bare-knuckle fist fight? Big Ben Rothwell or Mike Perry? Put that down there in the comments as well. Leave a like if you like the video. And if you're one of the riders of the channel, one of the guys that always supports the channel, one of the guys that has ever donated or bought your own membership, you guys know who you are. I appreciate all of you. Your names are on the next slide. And until then, I will see you all in the next video. I'll see you all in the next live stream. Have yourselves a great day. Goodbye.